O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. Amen. And while still standing, we will take our national anthem. National pledge, please. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend her unity, and uphold her honor and glory. So help me God. Amen. You can have your seats, please. So once again, you're welcome to the 24th induction ceremony of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria. I'm sure we are all happy to be here. I'm your host for today, and my name is Builder Jumai Agidani. Now, we will move to the main program. I want to start by introducing our honorable host, the chairman of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, Builder Dr. Samson Ahmed Opalua. You are welcome, sir. Let's give him a warm welcome. We are also still expecting the Federal Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Architect Ahmed M. Dangiwa, the Supervising Minister. Once he's here, or once his representative arrives, I shall introduce him. We're also expecting Yusuf Abdullahi Atta, the Minister of State, Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. And we have here with us today Builder Solomon Ogumbusola, the chairman of the occasion. Please let's give him a warm welcome. He's the chairman, SNM Limited, and the past president of the Federal Organization of Construction Industry here in Nigeria. Federation, apologies please. And we are also expecting Dr. Marcus Olani Ogumbi, the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. His Honorable Majesty, Matthew Alaji Opalua Oguche Akpatu, the Royal Father of the Day, the Ata Igala and Paramount Ruler of the Igala Kingdom. Sorry, I think it's Dr. Matthew. He sent his representative. He's not here with us today, but he sent his warm regards and congratulatory message to the inductees today. He's ably represented by His Royal Majesty Dr. Ajofe Emmanuel Onucheyo Oyomogolo, the Ata of Igala. You're welcome, sir. Apologies if I murdered any names. And then we also have, or we're expecting Professor Mohammed Akaro Menoma, who is our special guest of honor. the first vice president of the Association of Professional Practice here in Nigeria. And then, in case he's unable to make it here, we hope his representative will be here with us. Without wasting more time, I want to invite Builder Dr. Samson Ame Opalua for his welcome address. He is the chairman of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, a fellow of the Nigerian Building, a fellow of Engineers, a fellow Nigerian Institute of and a Quality Assurance Assessor.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Architect Musa Dangiwa, NIA, whom we are expecting shortly on his representative, the chairman of the occasion, our Builder Solomon Dogundusola, FNIOD, past chairman, president of Federation of Construction Industry in Nigeria. I'm also expecting the representative of the Ataigala, His Royal Majesty Alhaji Matthew of Alua Mujapa II, the chairman of Kogi State Council of Traditional Rulers, is going to be ably represented here this morning by the Odemogolo of Yataigala, Ajofe, Dr. Emmanuel Onuche, distinguished council members here present, our special guest speaker, the members of council, past and present, other presidents and chairmen of regulatory bodies here present, members of council of the Nigerian Institute of Building, my dear inductees, the gentlemen of the fourth estate of the realm, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, Common, I welcome you to this 24th induction ceremony for a new cohort of registered builders for the construction industry in Nigeria. Today, we celebrate the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance for 329 inductees who have successfully navigated the rigorous process of registration and have been found competent to practice as builders in accordance with the Builders Registration Act, CAP E13, laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 2004. In recent times, we have witnessed a disturbing trend of building collapses, often resulting in tragic loss of life and property damage, in addition to the loss of reputation of the professionals in the construction industry in Nigeria. This highlights the need for urgent action by all. As a council, we are taking a bold step to engage with state governors to enact and enforce state planning laws that will ensure adherence to building codes and standards, which we believe will drastically address this issue. In the next few months, by the grace of God, we shall be physically engaging all the governors at their routine meeting in order to advance the cause of the stopping of building collapse in our nation. We must work together to prevent such tragedies and ensure that our buildings are safe, functional, and aesthetically pleasing. Distinguished chairman of occasion, guest speaker, Our Royal Highnesses, special guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to emphasize the critical role that builders play in shaping the built environment of our nation. Registered builders, by their training, are uniquely positioned to contribute to the delivery of quality projects that meet the needs and minimum required standards of our society, and to ensure that the integrity of the building profession is maintained. The Honorable Minister, the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, Architect Musa Dangiwa FNIA, recently inaugurated the Registered Builders Disciplinary Tribunal to discipline any registered builder found to have engaged in unethical or unprofessional conduct. My dear inductees, I congratulate you. 329 of you are being inducted today. I congratulate you on you all on this momentous achievement. I urge you to continue to uphold the values of our profession and to strive for excellence in all that you do. Remember that your actions and decisions will have a lasting impact on our nation and people. Additionally, I want to highlight the emerging areas of opportunity for builders. Government will continue to explore new areas of practice, emerging technologies, and innovation in our country. And in furtherance of that, government is partnering with the National Gas Expansion Program to promote gas reticulation in buildings. This is an exciting development that offers new possibilities for builders to innovate and to deliver sustainable solutions. I encourage every one of you to take advantage of this in contributing to the nation's energy transition. Some of us have traveled outside the shores of this country. You know that gas cylinders are not transported to stations for refilling. Rather, there is a program of gas to home. And who else is better positioned to implement that program of gas to home? It is the builders. And so we have partnered with the gas expansion program, and shortly we'll be rolling out the program, and builders want you to take advantage and lead in that development in our country. Finally, I express my gratitude to the Training and Registration Committee, council members, the registrar, and staff for their selfless efforts in ensuring the success of this event. On this note, distinguished chairman, our guest speaker, special guests, inductees, ladies and gentlemen, I formally welcome you to the 24th induction ceremony of new builders. I thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much, Builder Dr. Samson Ame Opalowa, for that welcome address. So before we continue with the order of the program, I just want to recognize some of our distinguished guests who have just walked in. So His Royal Majesty Matthew Alhaji Opalowa Oguche Akpa II is ably represented by Dr. Emmanuel Onucheyo. He just walked in. Agaba Edu, sir. You're welcome, sir. Agaba Edu. Okay, and our guest speaker, the Honorable Commissioner, Physical Planning and Urban Development, Lagos State, Dr. Oluyinka Abiodun Olumide. You're welcome, sir. I also want to recognize and welcome our council members here who are present today. I will be reading from our program, their names. We have Builder Dr. Christian C. Eze, Fellow NIOB, he's the Vice Chairman of the Council. We have Builder Sir Alderton Ewa, who is also the President, Nigerian Institute of Building, and the Fellow Nigerian Institute of Building. You're welcome, sir. And Builder Professor Johanna D. Izam is unavoidably present. Probably he will join us later. We also have Builder Kunle Awogodu, Fellow Nigerian Institute of Building and past President, Nigerian Institute of Building. You're welcome, sir. And we have Builder Kennedy Yu, Aiwo is on his way. He's joining us shortly, and we have builder Professor Shehu A. Bustani, Fellow Nigerian Institute of Building. You're welcome, sir. And builder Al Hassan I. Marke, who is a member, Nigerian Institute of Building. Builder Abdul Hamid Isa Yiwari, member, Nigerian Institute of Building. Builder Kingsley E. Ogoro, fellow, Nigerian Institute of Building. Builder Nwekete Chinasa Jonathan, fellow, Nigerian Institute of Building. You're welcome, sir. We have builder Dr. Samaila Adamu, fellow, Nigerian Institute of Building. We have builder Idris Sadiq Abubakar. You're welcome, sir. He's the second Vice President, Nigerian Institute of Building. And we also have the third Vice President, Nigerian Institute of Building, builder Eukaria Enebe. You're welcome, ma. Okay, so we have two members remaining in Council of Builders. We have builder Taliat Ola Yusuf, he's also a member of the council. He's also a fellow, Nigerian Institute of Building. And lastly, we have builder Dr. Imam Anani Sunday, member, Nigerian Institute of Building. You are all welcome to this memorable event. I also want to welcome specially builder Aliu Ova, who is the chairman, Board of Trustees, Nigerian Institute of Building. I'm sure he'll be joining us. Oh, yes, welcome, sir. So, to continue with the order of the program for today, I want to invite the chairman of the occasion, builder Solomon Ogumbusola, fellow, Nigerian Institute of Building, and also the chairman, S&M Limited, and also the past president of the Federation of Construction Industry, to give us his opening remarks. Sir.
Thank you very much. I will adopt the protocol already extensively laid out by the chairman, Kobo, My opening remark will center mainly on the inductees from Keita Abdulaziz to Babalola, who is the last person in the state. The first one is Keita, 329 of you people. I congratulate you, and you are welcome to this noble profession. The profession that started like a child play, and most of us today, we are proud to be in the profession, but maybe before that time, when they say, who are the builders, some of us may not even raise up our hands. So today, we will raise up the two hands. Good to see you. The profession you are entering to is a unique one. Number one, I will tell you why it's unique. It's a profession that cannot be computerized. It's a profession that cannot be robotized. You cannot use robots to do it. You cannot computerize it. I will tell you very clearly. Number one, most of the people, and I'm sure some of us that we are both builders and engineers, they will understand what I'm saying. In the sense that if you want to make a design, maybe of the auditorium we are now today, or any other one, put the spaces in the computer system, and you will get all the reinforcement, all the things you need, even which any computer person can do, and the design will be very correct. But you cannot, there's no problem. I've not seen a robot or any way by which they will come and put the blocks. I've not seen one. I've traveled all over the world that they will say, okay, these are the robots, or this is the computer you use to set it. You must be physically there to do what is you're supposed to do. And that is why I say it cannot be computerized and it cannot be robotized. What a very beautiful profession. Next, some of the builders we don't know some of the people that have really fought for us to be where we are today. I was lucky to be supervised by Professor Ade Wahab, the first builder in Africa, not even in Nigeria. And these are the people, including some of the people that you have mentioned here today, the professors and here and there, that have done so much for us to be able to see what we are doing today. There was a time when I was the president of the Federation of Construction Industry, so many of the presidents of NSC were friends, 1, 2, 3 of them in sections like that. And there was one of the presidents, I will not mention his name, who came to me. He said, my brother, I see, I am my brother. He said, if we are known that these builders will come and display us like this, we will put them inside the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Because they feel builders are having much power and they are occupying more positions in Nigeria today than even the civil engineers. I will be surprised if any builder, you among you, that will now come out today and you will come out to come and tell us that you are jobless. Why? What will make you jobless? Because in every aspect of building, you can make yourself a professional. You can decide to say, okay, I want to be doing roof. I have a classmate of mine. His specialization is only on roof. And that is what he's doing. And he's bringing in billions of naira into his company. You can say you want to be only block lay. You want to be a plumber. Any other one. And once you do it and you are doing it well, you will find out that people will come to you and then they will appreciate you. And mark you. I'm talking as a professional, I'm not talking as our lecturers that taught us in the class that they will read and say this one theory. This is not theory, I'm telling you practical. Those ones that you see outside there, look, don't neglect them. The difference between you and them, I will explain to you now, just in a short form. You as a professional, you are doing what you are doing and you know the reasons why you are doing what you are doing. They will do what you want to do, and they may even do it better than you. The problem they have is that they don't know why they are doing it like that. That is the difference between you and them. So, therefore, because you can call somebody, come and help me put a reinforcement here, come and help me lay this block here. He will tell you, okay, if I do it like this, everything will be very correct. And listen to him, let him do it. You will see that everything will be perfect and your own if you are not careful. But why he is putting it like that? Because he will say, before, this is how we have been doing it. And this is how he has been doing it. Yes, he has been doing it like that. But the reason why he has been doing it like that, he does not know. But because you have gone to school, I'm sure your lecturers, your teachers, whoever, who have told you that when this is a stretch bond, this one is whatever bond, and all those things, and that is why you know why you are doing it. So I'm congratulating you for entering into this profession, and the profession is the one whereby you have to continually improve yourself. Some of you will find yourself in places of maybe in the ministry, and most of the time now I find out that if you see procurement officers, if there are 10, 6 of them will be builders. I don't know why. Whether Dr. Palua that left the Federal Ministry of Work, I don't know, because he was the head of procurement there before he left the place. But in all ministry, I'm telling you, you find out that you are very, very suitable to be procurement officers, to be services manager in any area that you find yourself. I believe that by the time you leave here, you will be happy that you have entered into the profession. We are not begging people to come to be builders. Even some of them that are not good, which I think I belong to a committee of disciplinary people that are not performing the profession. So if we do well, we will bring the big stick and put it on top of you, and because we don't want us to be disgraced. One thing I can say for free here is that all the collapses of buildings that are reported here and there, we have not found builders in any of them. Anybody can quote me on this, because we find out that this one fell in Lagos or this one. And then let me advise you like this too. Number two, some of the clients are the problems of building collapse. Most of the time, when somebody calls you, come and build for me, you say, me, I don't have money, sir. Instead of you to use about 6 or 7 bags of cement in your mix for a particular, maybe for concrete or whatever it is, you say if you put 3, I'm telling you, you will see the color will be correct. It will be fine. And because you are looking for it, you now say, okay, let us do it like that. Maybe you do the first one, and then it was only a bungalow, and the thing stays. You will now believe that you have done well. But by the time you now want to take it to 2, 3 floors, you find out that before you finish, the whole thing collapses on top of your head. Yes, the house has collapsed. So I don't want to take much of your time. I just want to congratulate you, and then to let you know that you are entering into a profession where you can get billions of naira. Some of us, we are there and we are very happy. I'm glad that I read building, because it pays me better. If I were to be a civil engineer or an architect, I am telling you, I may not be where I am today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your opening remark. Our special guest of honor has just walked in. Please, let us give a warm welcome to Professor Mohammed Akaro Mainoma, FNA, MNI, and the first Vice President of the Association of Professional Bodies of Nigeria. You're welcome, sir. I also want to welcome all NIOB State Chapter Chairmen and Chairwomen or Chairpersons here present. You are all welcome. I want to recognize and welcome Builder Ojambati, the Chairman, College of Fellows. You are welcome, sir. Okay, we have representatives from our professional bodies, like the Quantity Surveyors Registration Board of Nigeria. We have Architect Mohammed Itofasule has sent QS Alkali to represent him in this memorable occasion. You're welcome, sir. And we have a representative from the Council of Registered Engineers of Nigeria, ably represented by, the President is represented by Engineer Lukman Sani. You're welcome, sir. Thank you very much. We have the Director General of DG from the Federation of Construction Industry, Mr. Fidelis Imoisile. You're welcome, sir. Going back to our program so that we can keep to time, I want to invite Dr. Emmanuel Onucheyo, who is representing Dr. Matthew Alaji Opalua Oguche, to come and give us his speech. Sir.
Let me stand on the existing protocol. Kindly, so I don't have any list to work on. I apologize. Few minutes lateness. When you don't, you take the good roads for granted. First of all, let me start by correcting the MC who greeted me, Gabbard. Gallas, you can only greet one living human being, Gabbard. As a member of the council representing him, I'm greeted Doga, not Gabbard. Please take note. He is not here, but as a member of the council, when he sends us on errands, you have to take your hostel, because in the hostel, the spiritual, the legislative, the executive, and the cultural power, authority, then there. So I can only perform his duty with the hostel, so you can talk that he's here. Let's see. But with this hostel, I don't use it in the palace. But when he sends you on an errand, you must carry to deliver a message. So he's here. His Royal Majesty expresses his profound appreciation for your invitation to be Royal Father of the Day at your 24th induction ceremony of new builders, and regrets his inability to attend personally due to previous commitment. He directed that I attend the function on his behalf and give his message. He congratulates Kobon and the new inductees on this auspicious occasion. His Royal Majesty prays for Kobon to grow in strength in its services and influence, nationally and internationally. He encourages the leadership of Kobon in its promotion of professional services and the development of the wider society. In a specific message, he requests for more insight on buildings and building material in our various ethnic civilizations, and to know the oldest building in every state in our country. In the palace, in the Task Palace, we have an old story building, as old as the ancient Igala kingdom, built with mud and sheer butterware. If you have traveled widely, the Tula people in Gombe, I used to, over 3 decades ago, I used to go there, and they built, or they then building houses with stones, without cement. And if you know that axis, there are very poisonous snakes there. And how they manage building with stones without, it's a matter for you builders to also look at. So what Kabaidu is saying, there's a need for us to look at buildings and building materials, various ethnic civilizations. That's the project for Koba. For the new inductees, His Royal Majesty admonishes them to recommit themselves to the promotion of professionalism, excellence, and integrity in the building industry. Integrity pays, and it is profitable. Now, there is no shortcut to success. You know, very often we neglect integrity. And I think if you know the story of Toyota industry, integrity is vital in their success. But I have read a book, Economics of Integrity. So we're asking the new inductees to take that culture. His Royal Majesty sends his very best wishes to all. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. The Lord God Almighty bless you all.
Surveyors Registration Board of Nigeria. You're welcome, sir. And then we have architect Mohammed Topa Sule, who is the registrar of ACON. Your okay. He's represented by architect Abiola Akinola. Thank you so much. So we will be moving now. I'll be inviting Professor Mohammed Akarole Noma to give us his remarks. Sir.
The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Honorable Minister, Federal Minister of Housing and Urban Development, the host, Builder Solomon Ame Opalua, the chairman of this occasion, Builder Solomon Ogun Pusola, the guest speaker, Dr. Olayinka Abiodun Olomide. Slightly late. I'm sorry for the short delay, but at least at one time since I missed my own position on the program. I thank you for the understanding. Let me say sincerely that I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the level of organization of Kobon. I'm impressed by everything around here. I'm impressed by the people and by the scenery of the environment. People judge by their experiences. I was somewhere 2 days ago, and I waited for 2 hours before the program commences. The program was supposed to be 6 p.m. I was there by 5 minutes to 6, and I waited till 8 p.m. before the program started. And those of us that used to sleep at 9 p.m., that day I had to sleep at 11 o'clock because I left the program only about 10:30, and before I could reach my hotel room, it was already 11 o'clock. So you can see that we have reasons to say what we are saying. But what is my message for those to be inducted? You are going to be called a professional immediately after induction. And to me, professional has a meaning apart from just what you know. Every letter represents something. The P in professional is about proficiency. I don't need to define proficiency to anybody, but we're talking about skills, we're talking about knowledge, we're talking about ethics, that you must have it. The R is about responsibility, that you should take responsibility for whatever had happened, and you should be willing to provide responsible reports that is going to give meaning to those that rely on your judgments. The O is about organization. You can now not afford to be anyhow. You must be time conscious. You must be doing things the way they ought to be done. You must arrange things sequentially. People should be able to follow you, that this is how organized you are. The F is about focus. That it is important that you have a focus. You know where you are going so that you can lead others right. The E is about ethics. The S is about service. The second S is about self-discipline. As a professional, you must be self-disciplined. The I is about integrity. The O is about openness. The N is about networking. You cannot do it alone. You need other professionals around you to make meaning to the kind of things you do. So you need to actually leverage on the other things other professionals are doing. Don't agree to be jack of all trades, like you said. If there is anything that you're able to actually network with that kind of person so that it can make meaning to the kind of things you do. As a professional, remain in your lane. Invite others to, because the kind of synergy that is required is that 1 + 1 must always be greater than 2. So don't hesitate to look for others that are needed to make a difference. Of course, the A is about accountability. You need to be accountable to self, you need to be accountable to the society, you need to tell yourself that given the circumstances, that is the best that can come out of me. Today, you are a leader. I thank you for coming. I thank you for listening to me. Thank you very much.
Trust of professional regulatory bodies in the built environment to give us his goodwill message. Town Planner Samuel Abayomisa.
Chairman of the occasion, our Royal Father of the Day, guest speaker, our host, distinguished guests and new builders. Permit me to stand on the already established protocols and delivering this goodwill message on behalf of the Committee of Registrars in the Built Environment. Esteemed members of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, it is with great pleasure and honor that we extend our warmest congratulations to the new members of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria. This significant milestone marks the conclusion of years of hard work, dedication, and unwavering commitment to the field of building construction. The role of builders is central in shaping our nation's infrastructure and creating sustainable environments. Their expertise and professionalism are essential in ensuring the safety, durability, and aesthetics of our built environment. As we embark on this new chapter, we urge you to uphold the highest standards of ethical conduct, technical excellence, and protect the interests of your profession meticulously. We commend the Council for its tireless effort in regulating the building industry and safeguarding the public interest. Your commitment to quality, safety, and sustainability is commendable. We wish the new members a fulfilling and rewarding career. May you continue to contribute to the advancement of the nation's building industry in Nigeria and beyond. Once again, we say big congratulations to the new members of this noble profession. Thank you. I am Tampan Asamola Bayomi, FNITP, the Acting Registrar of Council, and the Vice Chairman, Committee of Registrars. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Let me start on existing protocol already. I really must thank my friend, the Registrar of Cobalt, for this invitation. But let me just corroborate one of the last speakers about Professor Kunadewa. I'm also a product of the Department of Building, University of Ife. And that wonderful man, I think sometime this year celebrated 82nd or something, but he's still very much alive, and he's somebody that I hold in very, very high esteem. I remember he took us a course, building economics, and he spent with us. And I can attest to the fact that up to today, that course, if you wake me 3 a.m., I will tell you everything. He's a wonderful man, and he has contributed a lot to this profession. Another round of applause for him. Yeah, again, I also must thank my governor for giving me the opportunity to be the commissioner and the very first builder to occupy that position. When I was told about this, I thought it was a lecture, and I started asking myself, if I sit down to write, I can write 50 pages, because this is what I face every day, and I've taken it upon myself to very, very rigorously go out to ensure that we sanitize the practice of building profession in this country. So I'm also very, very happy to have the opportunity today of talking to our new colleagues here. Now, the very key thing that is important in this profession is that you need to be very, very upright. With the state of the economy now, however, I'm one of the apostles that believe that the best country in the world is Nigeria. And what is happening here is not only peculiar to Nigeria, it's world over. Go anywhere, it's the same thing anywhere. For you to succeed as a builder in this profession, you have to be morally upright. There are going to be challenges along the line, but you have to stand. And I believe we have gone through professional practice and code of conduct. Clients will come and tell us to do this, to do that. It's like you going to see your medical doctor. You cannot tell the doctor, this is the drug you should give me. No, because you are not an expert in that field. The doctor is supposed to prescribe for you. So we, as builders, we are supposed to tell our clients the right thing to do. And from my own experience, what we see almost on the table, a lot of deviation from approved plans. The starting point, your authority to go to that site and do work is that plan. And it's like a certificate. If you have a certificate and your name is Olu and they put A, and you think you can test that A to you have rendered that certificate null and void. The same thing goes for planning approval. If you deviate you've rendered that approval null and void. And it is very, very surprising because the very, very starting point of development is that planning permit. And we have a very, very serious challenge. I commissioned some consultants to do some findings all over Nigeria. The percentage of buildings approved in various states in the country is extremely low. Extremely very, very low. And it's even very bad in Nigeria state, Lagos. And that's why I have to prevail on the government to grant us amnesty for people with buildings that are already completed to come forth and get their buildings approved. It's very, very important. Because without it, you don't have authority to be on that side. I'm working on the book, hopefully next year should be at Building Collapse. And I try, every time I go deep into it, I see it's a lot of human effort. Now, Akodo has did a study on building collapse in Nigeria, and factors responsible as highlighted by him. Majority of them, not even majority, virtually all of them can be traced to human error. We talk of fake material. Fake material is sitting down in the market. Is it not human being that goes to buy it? Is it the material that jumps to the side? We talk of design failure. Design don't come from heaven. They are done by professionals. And please, colleagues here, we all did structures. Don't take it for granted if you have a design that is just go on like that. You have the competency to also do a check. And where you feel comfortable, you can call the design consultant to sit down and have a review. Don't take things for granted. I've worked in Kapa Nabato for 6.5 years. We don't just go direct with the design of consultants. We do in-house review before we go into it. So you are well equipped. Don't take it for granted. Prepare yourself and make sure that you keep to that. Now, like I said, because of the challenge, what we have in trend now, in terms of construction, you have a lot of involvement of clients in the building production process. What that simply means that you can have a situation whereby the client will tell you, I'm providing all the material. Fine, it's the owner, you can't pay that. But you as a professional, you have the right to guide them, ensuring that the right materials are brought to site. Just yesterday, Lagos State High School, we reviewed the building code, the very first in this country, domesticating the building code. At the school level, we finished it yesterday, so anyone from now is going to recite the building. So, you're supposed to guide your clients. Don't let them direct you in what to be done. This is your profession, this is your field. You have the technical competency to advise them. So please, let's upright. Let me just share one example of a collapse building. Sometimes in 1994, somewhere in Lagos. You know, Lagos land is just 9 meters in front, 20 meters or so. So you have 3 rows of columns, one at this end, one at this end, and one at this end. So at the foundation stage, the neighbor noticed that the buildings are too close, no setback. So they raised argument with the owner. As they were discussing, the guy said, I don't want, I have a solution. We will not discharge the rainwater into your compound. And the guy went to the market and bought 150 mm diameter. Okay. And bought 150 mm diameter pipe and introduced it in the center of all the extreme columns. You know the implication of that? Over 70% of those column strength are reduced. And as soon as you go to 3rd floor, putting the roof, around 5 p.m. morning, the building just came down. Now, like the chairman said, we did not have a case of any professional builder being involved in any collapse building. So, those of you going out today, please let us keep that record clean. And I think I've also challenged the registrar here. the regulation of the practice of building profession is very clear. Our allied brothers, if you're a civil engineer, you are not a builder. If you are an architect, you are not a builder. And it's clear. There are guidelines for allied professions who wants to transfer into building profession. It's there. So we need to go out and enforce that portion of our law. Because in Lagos now, 2 days ago, the estate the estate developers, they had a section which ended yesterday. We were there, I gave a talk. A lot of people are going into development now. A lot of people. The Minister for Works was in Lagos yesterday with the governor, and 2,000 units of housing will start in Lagos around next year going from now. So we talk about that. The key thing now is that a lot of people go into real estate development. But the fact is that do they have the competency to engage in this job? We all remember what happened in the Ikoyi collapse. This professional building should be left to the real owner of that job. The authority of the council should take it very, very rigorously. I remember the time the Copyright Council, they had to go out to the market to enforce the Copyright Council of artists by ensuring that their products are not pirated. So I think we also have the power to ensure that we maintain the integrity of the building profession. Also, let me share this funny experience also. There was a site somewhere in Lagos, and this boils down to uprightness again. There is also influx of computing into design now. There are systems that can lay walls and cast walls. There are systems. But the fact is that nothing can be done entirely without human effect in building profession. So, a lot of room is still open for us in this profession. And like the speaker said, you can specialize, it's quite wide. People are specializing only in formwork. People specialize only in finished. The profession is wide enough for you to make a living. As you are just starting, Rome was not built in a day. Can't billion. Do not rush too much. The money will come. Do not rush too much. You have the technical knowledge. We know what it means when we say 1, 2, 4. You don't need to compromise on standard. You that you are just starting at, the most and very essential thing you need is reputation, is to build your name. In fact, there are cases where you will have a job and you will call the person and the person will tell you, sorry, I'm somewhere, I will come next week. And you will wait. Why? Because that person has left a footprint in your mind. And that is what is important for you today as you are going out. Start with the mindset that you want to leave a footprint. The money will come. It will come. It's just a matter of time. Don't go out aggressively for money because it will tarnish your name. So, on the last note, I want to charge us that it's important for us to maintain the integrity of this profession. Our started the goodwill for us, and that is what we are taking today, and we'll continue to do that. I personally have taken it upon myself, not minding the fact that I'm a builder in the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. This coming Saturday, I'm going to be awarded as the best physical planning commissioner in Nigeria. And that is what I want to charge our new colleagues now, that in your profession, please endeavor to keep your name. Don't say that because the client is not paying paying you enough juicy money. Forget it. The most important thing for you starting up now is to beat your chest and say, I did this building. I did this building. At Kappa and Labato, whether there is consultant or there is no consultant, they will never compromise on quality. They can come to you and argue on claims, but they will never compromise on quality. And any building that is built by them, it goes into their book as record, which they show people. And that is what I'm charging you today, that any job you have opportunity of coming in, build yourself, let it be your starting marketing point. Thank you very much.
Lumide for charging our inductees today. I pray they heed the advice and the words of wisdom that you have given to them. So before moving to the next item on our program, I want to specially welcome the Registrar of the Estate Surveyors and Valuers Board of Nigeria in the person of Oyeteju Janet Shehu, Estate Surveyor Oyeteju Janet Shehu. You are welcome, ma'am. And to my left, I have one of the members of the 6th Council, Council Member, Builder Adenike Said. You are welcome, ma'am. And we have the just recently inaugurated, newly elected chairperson of the Association of Professional Women Builders of Nigeria, Builder Dr. Margaret Chwaka. You're welcome, ma'am. So we're moving to the presentation of mementos. I would like to invite the chairman, Builder Dr. Samson Ame Opalua, to make a presentation to His Royal Majesty, Dr. Martin. Well, Onucheyo, please come forward.
Doga, Chairman of Occasion, our invited guests, the guest speaker, members of council, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I have a unique privilege this morning. Presentation. And it's unique because it is the first of its kind for me. I'm making a presentation to His Royal Majesty, my own Atagala, Dr. Matthew Alaji Opalua Obuchapa II. It's not only my Ata, they have the same surname with him. And he is ably represented by Obolo Atagala, who is here in flesh and blood. And many of you don't know that is also my elder brother. So you can see why this presentation is unique. So on behalf of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, every builder in this country, it is our honor and privilege to make this presentation to His Royal Majesty for gracing this occasion and for your prayers. And sir, assure him that we will take on the issue he raised about research into indigenous building systems and constructions in the various ethnic localities in Nigeria. We shall be reporting to him, and we shall let him know the progress that we will take with that man. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Emmanuel Olucheyo. Sorry, Chairman, you have a second presentation to make. So, able Chairman will be presenting a memento to our special guest to our guest speaker, to the Chairman of the occasion, Dr. Solomon Ogubusola.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is another unique opportunity for me. Builder Solomon Ogunbusola, FNIO, is one of the builders in this country that has broken the barriers of practice. An excellent builder is a prime mover in the private sector, and he made a foray into civil engineering and road construction, and is flying high in other areas. For you, the inductees of today, let me, in presenting this gift, this special memento to him, let you know that there is no limit to what you can become in this country. Hard work and expertise. So, sir, on behalf of the Nigerian builders, of which you are one, and the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, we want to recognize you. We want to thank you for blazing a trail in the practice of building and construction in Nigeria. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Chairman, sir. So I'd like to invite our Vice Chairman, Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, Builder Dr. Christian Chinedu Eze, to please come and present a memento to our special guest of honor, Professor Muhammad Ninoma. Sir.
Permit me to please stand on that already established protocol. It is my privilege and honor on behalf of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria and the builders to present this memento to you, Professor Mohammed Karo and FNI. The road has led in the construction industry, particularly for this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. So I'd like to call on our registrar, Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, Builder Adetunji Adenuro, a presentation of memento.
And so it's indeed an honor, privilege to present this plaque to you, Luyinka Abiodun Olumide, in commemoration of your role as guest speaker at the 24th induction of new builders.
Thank you very much, sir. So we are moving to the induction of the induction ceremony proper. We'd like our registrar to recognize the new builders, sir.
Chairman of Council, distinguished Council members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the high point of this ceremony. Will the inductees whose names appear on pages 17 to 19 of the program of events please rise and remain standing? These persons who have been approved by Mr. Franklin, please. I would like to
Are we all ready with our oaths?
Yes.
So let's take that. You read out your name. You read. Go on, please.
I, Abbas, hereby pledge to my loyal and obedient to the council of registered business and my respect and honor all my senior and elder profession. I pledge to
conscious that my good practice has false standards and the image of the promise to observe the ethos and ethics as part implemented from time to time by the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria. I promise as a fully registered builder to put the interest of my client.
The oath you have sworn to today, there is a crime called perjury, and you will be liable upon conviction. I wish you all a successful building career. Thank you.
Please remain standing. May I now invite the Chairman of Council to formally admit you into the Register of Commons. Chairman.
Chairman of the occasion, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have taken individual oaths, and I will enjoin you that after here, find time and study that oath so that you know what you have committed to. Are you sure you want to commit to this oath?
Yes, sir.
Because up till now you are not a registered builder, and you can change your mind. Is anybody changing his mind or her mind? Is that so? All right. So on behalf of Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, and as the chairman of Council, by the powers conferred on me by the Builders Registration Act, Cap B 13, Laws of the Federal Republic 2004, I hereby admit you into the register of fully registered builders to practice in the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
No, the stand is the back to now.
Daddy? Daddy? May I wear a jacket?
Your hats on, please. Don't go to site without your hats. So I need everyone to have their hats on. All right. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our newly registered leader. Congratulations.
Number one thing my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision on I know I can
All right. Thank you very much, DJ. You may now resume your seats. Thank you. You'll take photographs plenty after. Take people's time and try to go in line with the program. Please resume your seats. Please resume your seats. Thank you. I'll just take the charge very quickly. Chairman of the occasion, Chairman of Council, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. His Royal Highness, in making his remarks, had spoken into my charge, same as Professor Mainoma, as well as the Honorable Commissioner, and you will bear witness to that as I read from page 16 of the program, so you'll see that the thoughts are around about the same. I congratulate all 329 inductees just being elected as builders in Nigeria. This event no doubt marks the fulfillment of a dream at the end of a long journey of learning and acquiring skills to enable you function confidently and legally as builders in the country. Or is it actually the end of a journey? I hope you see it rather as the end of a phase of the journey and the start of a new phase. And this new phase is that of practice, carrying a weight of responsibility on your shoulders. Be aware that with your instruments of practice, you carry a burden of trust. The Council trusts that you will keep true to the ethics and ethos of the profession. Clients trust that you will be professional and add value to their projects or whatever engagements you have with them. And the general public trusts that your contribution to the built environment will be safe and sustainable. I charge you to be true to the trust reposed in you as you expand the frontiers of practice. At the onset of this new phase, may I admonish you with these timeless words of Chilon of Sparta, one of the 7 sages of Greece. Quote, prefer a loss to a dishonest gain. The one brings pain at the moment, the other for all time. Since life usually presents us with choices, in the course of practice you would also have to make many. What would you prefer? Doing the right thing or cutting corners? Using promised or specified materials on a project or settling for a cheaper look-alike? Building a reputation of service excellence or one of tardy performances? Will you choose dishonest gain or accept painful loss to ensure your duties are carried out professionally? While one feels like a momentary disadvantage, the other, which looks like a smart choice at the moment, leaves you with a burden to bear for all time. As with your life, please be mindful of the fact that your career becomes a product of the different choices you make along the way. Make choices to build your integrity. His Royal Highness talked about integrity paying and being profitable. So make choices to build your and skill, but a very hefty dose of integrity. Permit me to close with the words of Abraham Lincoln. He says, whatever you are, be a good one. National builder, be a good one. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon all. To our young builders, very new, brand new builders. Great builders. Great. Good afternoon once again. Good afternoon, big people, senior builders and motors. They have said everything. There is one thing they didn't say. But I want everyone for the charge. Honesty, they have said it. Dressing is another one. Very well. As a builder, outside, one should be able to differentiate between a builder and a carpenter. Because your appearance also speaks. There is one important aspect that know me is what I'm going to say now. Is identity. Great builders, I am talking about identity. Most of you want to call you engineer. They call you and you'll be proud. Hello? Engineer. And you rush down. I am telling you today, from this moment, whoever at any site or even function in the church, in whatever gathering, if you are called engineer, first, as I do. Thank you very much. I am not an engineer, but a professional engineer. That alone will speak for you anywhere you go. As I've seen, we have already, all of us have told you not to compromise quality. I don't want to repeat because everyone has said all those things. But make sure you remember what others have advised. We've talked about sincerity, integrity, honesty. Nobody should dress you with a borrowed robe. And you see what happens. Most of us, if they call you architect, most of us will immediately say, I'm not an architect. If they call you a town planner, most of you will immediately say, no, sorry, I'm not a town planner. But you will not end up telling them. But the minute they make mistakes, say, engineer, you move away. I am saying, from this moment, make sure you identify yourself as a professional builder. No compromise. Honesty is what we want, and make sure we don't cause any collapse in their hands. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Builder Sir Alderton Ewa, for that pep talk. I now want to call on the representative of the newly registered builders, Builder Oluwamayowa Ayeni, to come and give us a short talk, a word of appreciation. Builder Mayowa.
12 equals to 24. I will never forget this. Also, on behalf of all inductees present here and those on the virtual means, I stand that we all promise to abide by the profession's ethos and ethics. God helping us. God bless you all. One thing I pick from this, the L, I will use it as leadership. We should be all leaders. The O, we should take ownership of this profession. Then the T, trust. We should be able to build trust. With this, I believe, individually, collectively, we can drive the profession to the required destination. God bless you all as you go back to your various destinations. Thank you for coming.
We really wish to appreciate the Honorable Minister of Housing and Urban Development for supporting the Council in all its activity. The chairman of this occasion, Dr. Solomon Ogushola, we appreciate your presence and then we adhere to your kind advice. I recall that when we were in Abuja investment with the chairman of Council and Dr. Emma Yusuf, we adopted this your advice. We were adopting what we call work packaging. We were able to deliver our projects on time. Thank you very much for reminding us about that good practice. Our guest speaker, Dr. Bulinka Abiodun, thank you very much for blessing this occasion. We appreciate you, and we are happy that you are one of us. Thank you, sir. Our special guest of honor, Professor Mohammed Minoma, MNI, thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate your kind support. Onoche, Omiehu, Gada, thank you very much. We appreciate you. We appreciate all the council members, past and present, that grace this occasion. We all appreciate past presidents of Nigerian Institute of Buildings, the current president of Nigerian Institute of Building in the person of Builder Anderson Ewa and his team that graced this occasion. Thank you very much. The chairman of APBWN, the person of Builder Dr. Magdi Shuaka, you are most welcome. We also appreciate the representative of other regulatory bodies such as TOPREC, QSRPN, Koren, DG4C, and SBABO. We all appreciate you. Thank you. On the final note, to the newly inductees or to the newly registered builders, we urge you to adhere to the professional ethics in whatever you do. This is our own message to you. Make sure that that integrity we have been talking about, you carry it along during your practice. And to all our invited guests, we wish you all safe trip to your various destination. Thank you very much.
Closing prayer, which is the third stanza of our national anthem. O God, grant this our one request. Help us to build the nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. Thank you.
My name is Pastor Builder Ekanem Sikak.
From which chapter?
Uyo chapter, Bible State.
Okay. So how did you feel about all the process you go through to achieve this today?
Oh man, I don't know how to express, but though it was so tedious, tough, we went through a lot. It was very, very tough because Nigeria Institute of Building doesn't want to produce quacks, so they have to put you through the necessary process and stress to make sure that you are coming out as a professional. So I will say it was quite exciting, quite interesting, but we learned a lot.
So you say today was a good day?
Yes, obviously, a very good day.
Thank you.
I'm Builder Mrs. Joy Solomon, from Akwa Ibom State Chapter, formerly an executive member, but now I'm still a member of the chapter.
Okay.
So that's me.
Okay. Can you tell me about the process you've been through to achieve this?
Okay, actually we started at the exams level. We had to write graduate exams. Then after the exams, we then went for an oral interview. After the interview, I was inducted as an IOB member into the that's Nigerian Institute of Building. I was now inducted as a member after the exams and the interview. Then after then, we now had an interview from the COBWA after I might have applied, registered and applied for the exams. We now went for it. Then we had it was just an interactive section, just what you did on the field, what you are familiar with. You know, it's just a professional activity, so what you're familiar with, we discussed, and that was how it went. And at the end of it, we were successful, so we now came up for the induction. So that's where we are now.
And you think all the process is worth it?
Definitely it is.
So you will say you excel through your profession. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the press.
Okay.
My name is Builder Ibritam Sonbuse, from Akwa State chapter of the NIEB.
Okay.
I'm glad to be here today, to be honored, to be celebrated as one of the newly inducted builder in the building environment.
Thank you.
So thank you, and I wish that God is infinite mercy help us to succeed in our career in Jesus' name.
Amen.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Builder a builder, a registered builder from Akwa State chapter.
Okay.
I'm very happy today being our induction, before the induction of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria. And we thank God Almighty for seeing us through the rigorous process. So it's a very happy day to me, of my big day as far as my life is concerned. Thank you.
Builder Victor Asara.
Okay, sir. So can you tell us a little brief about what you went through the process?
Well, it has been a very interesting journey.
Okay.
Let me say about 4 years ago. It all began with first becoming interested in the association with the local chapter, Bibles chapter, getting to know the chapter, then becoming a member, then attending seminars and workshops. You know, that was 2022, process around June. I was able to attend the first national conference that was in Ondo State, Akure. It was so exciting to be there. After that, several seminars and workshops and conferences. You know, for you to become a member of NIOB, the Institute of Building, and a national member, you pass through the stage of taking exams as a technologist, as a graduate, and as a corporate member. And then these exams prepare you for a career, you know. You also have to take a workshop, gather what is called CPD points, continuous progressive development points, to qualify to be a corporate member, where you will eventually be accepted by the council.
Okay. So how did you feel when the council accepted you?
I was so elated. It was great. You see, that was like a very big strike on the milestone, as it were. I was so happy.
So what would you advise the incoming builders that are coming in?
Well, today is a very great day. I have been inducted. It has been an effortlessly, journey. I advise the incoming new ones, those who are not yet licensed or chartered, to work hard, to be committed, to be serious. Okay? Commitment and hard work and seriousness is very key in getting to this level. So it's been fantastic and great.
Okay. Thank you.
So this is my certificate as a registered builder. I'm so great. I'm so glad to have this, and it's a great achievement. It might be my life.
Thank you, sir.